Yo, what up guys, your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So obviously we're a few days out from the Arnold Classic Ohio. A few people have been saying, when am I going to post my Ohio Classic predictions for the Men's Open? It's going to be now, we're going to do right now. Quick shout out to RUFF Diesel, Terence, for sending me a RUFF Diesel snapback. And yes, I paid for this. He didn't just send it free. If I have people on, I try and support them and buy whatever product they're selling and stuff like that, and they can all vouch for that. So off the back of that, guys, I mean, it does look dope, doesn't it? I'll put the link in the description. Tell me what you think. They're pretty fresh. Like, I bought some stuff from some people before, and it's been shit. They just had the shit printed on, but this is nice, you know. And I needed a new one. I've been like repping them bulletproof ones for far too long. So anyway, back to the predictions. I'm waffling. Link for these in the description. My predictions. Obviously, you all know that I am very good friends with William Bonac, and obviously, I am a big fan of William Bonac. So obviously, there's going to be some bias because obviously he's competing in the show. So naturally, I will always pick William for first place. Not just because I'm a big fan of him and he is my favourite bodybuilder, just because I'm really good friends with William as well. So I'm always, you know, he's my boy. I've got to have his back. So for first place, I'm picking William Bonac. If we put, you know, if we just look at the past, obviously, if we look back at the Olympia, second place, do you know what I mean? Brendan Curry ain't in the show, so who's pipped realistically on the scale to take that spot would be William Bonac anyway, in my opinion. And obviously we know it's how they turn up on the day. We fucking know. We keep saying the same shit. It's how they look on the day. We fucking know that. So, second place, I'm going to pick Ramy. Just because I have seen more pictures than probably most other people have seen at this point. And I think Ramy, I mean, he could get first, but it's just he never gets it dialed in. So I'm on the hype train. I bought a ticket for Ramy on the hype train. I am aboard. However, I'm just going to reserve judgment until showtime. I think that's a fair assessment for Ramy. I think, you know, he's gone through a lot of shit, and I think we've given him, as YouTubers and reporters, we've given him a lot of shit over the years. So, you know, benefit of the doubt, I think we should reserve judgment until he's on the stage, on show day, and then, you know, if he turns up shit, we'll say he looks shit. If he turns up looking fantastic, I'll say he looks fantastic. Obviously, you know, I'm good friends with his manager, and we speak, you know, at least once or twice a week. He's a good dude. So yeah, that's my second place. Third place is Dexter Jackson. It's got to be Dexter. I would absolutely love for Dexter to win this show. Like, who wouldn't want Dexter to win this show? Like, he's gone through so much, and, you know, I think it'd be nice for him to round his career off with some quality double digits in the wins. It would be absolutely amazing. Can it happen? I mean, I'm saying no. Realistically, I'm saying no. But I'd love Dexter to take home, you know, some sort of fucking trophy, some sort of accolade from this, placing third in his final, or one of the final Arnold Classics he'll be doing. So yeah, I've got Dexter down as third place. Fourth place was a toss-up between Cedric and Sergio. Now, again, cliche, YouTube channel reporting on bodybuilding. It's if they come dialed in. Normally the case for Cedric. Never been the case for Sergio. Sergio has always come in his best condition and best shape. Every time he stood on stage, it's just he didn't have the muscle maturity before. I apologise for my phone. That was Tinder. So yeah, so muscle maturity is never was sort of an issue before for Sergio. We've all seen the Sergio posts. We've all seen what's coming. A shitstorm is coming. I can't fucking wait to see this guy on stage. So I've got him and Cedric down for fourth place. I thought Cedric looked shit last year at the Olympia. I still stand by what I said. I still don't believe that he deserved the gas pass. Especially after I spoke to Terence, and Terence said, "You do realise his military service is actually only part-time." So I was like, well, what do you mean by that? And he's like, yeah, he only does a couple of days a week. And I was like, this motherfucker. So I was like, right, okay. But obviously he got the pass, you know. Naturally, you know, if someone gifts you something, you're going to take it, especially if you've got a chance of a big payday. Who wouldn't do that? I just don't think he turned up looking, you know, in a condition that someone else could have done with that pass. So, yeah, I reckon it's a toss-up. I want Sergio to get a top 5 placing, so I'd love Sergio to get 4th placing, possibly Cedric for 5th. And my wild card would have to be, who did I put down for my wild card for 5th was Lionel Bayaki. Now, again, another one, always, you know, we're always on about, he's conditioning. I think he's really I think he's changed a lot over the last 12 months from not just training. I think he's educated himself a lot over the last 12-month period, especially when you look at him training, because he's one of the guys that normally trains most of the time off season covered up. He hasn't done that this time, so you can sort of see the progression over a few months by watching him train, watching him flex, watching him pose. So I think he's going to be my wild card. Who do I actually really can't wait to see on stage though? Other than those other 5 guys, is I can't wait to see Blessing, because obviously, you know, I'm good friends with Blessing. That'd be pretty cool to see him on stage with these other guys, making his sort of real pro debut with the big boys. I can't wait to see Victor Martinez. I think he looks incredible. Don't think he'll place top 5 in all honesty. Obviously I'd love everybody in the top 5, but then it wouldn't be a top 5, it'd be a top fucking 15, wouldn't it? And who else? Johnny Jackson. Can't wait to see Johnny Jackson back on stage. That was a very short retirement, Johnny. Don't know what went on there, brother. He's got bored at home on Xbox. But yeah, can't wait to see, like, even if it's like a second call out and it's Johnny and Victor, just some of the, you know, sort of our generation of old school bodybuilders. I think they'd look pretty cool. So that's my prediction. Top 5 from top to bottom have to be William first, just because William's my boy. You know, I can't not pick William. Rami 2nd place. I really want Dexter to get 3rd. Anything higher for Dexter for me, knowing it's his last year, would be a blessing. I think everybody else would be happy if Dexter beat them. I genuinely think they would. Who did I have 4th and 5th? So Sergio or Cedric for 4th, and who did I have for 5th? And Lionel Bayaki for 5th. Right, okay. So comment below. Who's your top 5? Top 3 as well. I want to know your top 3. Who's your wild card? Who do you think is going to shock us, other than, you know, who we've already mentioned, with regards to like Victor Martinez and Johnny Jackson coming back. Patrick Moore, I know you're probably wondering why I haven't put him in the top 5 position yet. For the simple fact that it's a super stacked lineup. I know he got overlooked at the Olympia. I know I had him on the channel. If he breaks the top 5, with all due respect, will be absolutely amazing for the guy. I'd be over the moon for him. He is a genuinely lovely guy to speak to. I mean, we spoke more off camera than we did on camera. Just a really nice guy, absolutely nice guy. And he works full time. So, you know, a lot of these bodybuilders will claim they're working super hard. Bodybuilding is probably one of the easiest jobs in the world. You train twice a day, and the hardest part is probably to eat off season. Other than that, they ain't doing a fucking great deal else. Whereas, I think out of everybody on this list, Patrick Moore's probably the only one with a full-time job. So he's holding down a full-time job, he's got the family life thing going on at home, and then he puts bodybuilding in on top of that. So the guy's hustling, he's doing his best, he's out here, he's grinding. So if he could get a top 5, I would be over the moon for him. But these are just my personal opinions. You don't have to attack me in the comments. You know, yeah, they should be and they should be there. You know, that's why I say you put your top 5 in. You put your top 5 in. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Obviously, I haven't mentioned people like Nathan Diasha. I'm just not a fan of Diasha, like, in general. Whether it's bodybuilding as a person, I'm not a fan of him at all. And I probably won't ever. I mean, I did ask him come on my podcast a few months ago, just got fucking blanked. So I was like, you know what, whatever, fine. And that was I wanted him on with Patrick because I think they're sort of now on the same level with regards to like ranking. I think stage time, say if they both got on stage today, I think they'd place very similar. On that note, guys, drop a comment below. That's been my top 5 predictions. Whether you agree on that is by the by. It's just a bit of harmless fun, isn't it? So I've been me, you've been you. Peace.